Okay, guys, here's lesson 120, the last one, and it is multiplying by mixed numbers. The other day I taught you about MAD face. Okay, if you remember MAD face, it stands for multiply, add, and keep the same denominator. For example, if I have 2.5, now turn your faces sideways, kind of looks like a mad face. Okay, what this means is I'm first going to start here at this denominator of 2, and I'm going to do 2 times the whole number 2, which is 4, and then take 4 plus the numerator 1, which would be 5, and then I'm going to keep the same denominator, which is 2. So 2.5 equals 5 halves. Okay, so mad face. What we want to do anytime we're multiplying mixed numbers is we want to, number 1, first step, mad face. Second step, multiply the numerators. If I can write this quickly, it's hard to write backwards for you. Multiply numerators, just like we always do. Step 1, mad face. Step 2, multiply numerators. And finally, step 3, multiply the denominators. I'm just going to put denom. Okay? So, step 1, mad face. Step 2, multiply numerators. Step 3, multiply denominators. And then, of course, there's the reducing. Don't forget to reduce. Reduce if you can. Reduce. Okay. So step 1, mad face. This is mad facing. Step 2, multiply numerators. Step 3, multiply denominators. Step 4, reduce. So we're going to go through 2 examples here really quickly, and then I'm going to tell you what your homework is. Okay? So if I have 1/5 times 4.5, maybe try this out. My first number is already a fraction. I don't have to mad face it. I only mad face mixed numbers like this. Okay? So I'm going to mad face this 4.5, which means I'm going to do 2 times 4, which is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9, so this is now 9 halves. So I'm going to rewrite it as 9 halves times 1/5, or 1/5 times 9 halves. It doesn't matter which way you do it. Okay? 1/5 times 9 halves. Now, I'm going to simply multiply across how I've taught you to do it. What's 9 times 1? 9. What's 2 times 5? 10. So my answer is, looks like a P, sorry, is 9/10. And can I reduce that? No, I cannot. Okay? So we mad faced. We turned 4.5 into 9 halves. We left 1/5 because it was not a mixed number. Then we multiplied the numerators and we multiplied the denominators and we got 9/10. So let's try this one. We're going to do, sorry, blank paper. 3, the whole number 3 times 2 1/3. Okay? 3 times 2 1/3. Now remember, anytime we have a whole number, we put it over what? We put it over 1. So I'm going to rewrite that as 3/1. And because 2 1/3 is a mixed number, I'm going to mad face. So 2 times 3, hopefully you're writing this down. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 1, I think I wrote this backwards, sorry. I totally wrote it backwards. Okay, that's better. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. I guess it could have gone either way. And my denominator is 3, so 7/3. So we have 3 over 1 times 7/3. Now we're just going to multiply numerators. 7 times 3, which is 21. Don't do it, don't say it. 21. And then 1 times 3 is 3. Now the last thing I ask myself is, can I leave a fraction looking like this? What kind of fraction is that? That is an improper fraction. I don't like that. So that means literally 21 divided by 3. And I know that 21 divided by 3 is 7. So that's my final answer, 7. Okay? Now next year I could teach you a trick. You're not ready for it yet. Go ahead and multiply numerators, multiply denominators. Next year, the trick I teach you would be that, oh, we can cancel out this 3 and this 3, so they become a 1 and a 1. And then, so you have 1 times 7, which is 7, 1 times 1, which is 1, and 7 over 1 is just 7. Again, we'll go over that next year. So, one last time. Dividing denominators. The trick, over, up. You move the decimal in the divisor as far over as you can. Then you move the decimal in the denominator. Sorry, not the denominator. The dividend as over as many places as you moved it in the divisor. Then straight up. And then do regular division. For multiplication of mixed numbers, you first mad face. Then you multiply numerators, multiply denominators, and reduce. So I mad face 4 1/2 becomes 9/2. I leave 1/5 alone. 1 times 9 is 9. 5 times 2 is 10. So 9/10. Your homework is just the practice set for 119 and 120, or the lesson practice rather. Next year it's called practice set. So lesson practice, 119 and 120. Okay, here's your homework. Lesson practice, 119 and 120. On 119, there are 9 problems. There are 9 problems on 119. And there are 6 problems on 120. So it's A through I, and then A through F. A through I, A through F. Okay? A through I, A through F. I want you to do some good practice on those. This is your homework. 119, A through I, 120, A through F. Okay, that's only 15 problems total. Yay! Okay, have a good day, guys. If you have any questions, ask Miss Para. You can ask me later in the day after school or tomorrow morning, or you can email me. Okay? Have fun!